School bells are ringing loud and giving you all a call that now your vacation has ended. It's time for studies. K-Tech High School and Junior College welcomes you to Standard 8th for the new academic year 2021 to 2022. Good morning to all my dear children. For our safety, school closures have been common in the battle against COVID-19. We all know it has been more than a year that schools in many countries around the world closed due to this pandemic situation. For us, one of the biggest challenge is our education. So, continuing a learning process during this COVID-19 crisis, we will be using online method teaching for this year. I am Uzma Shaikh, your science teacher for this academic year. So students, let's forward a step towards learning with full enthusiasm. Before learning about new concepts in science, let us know what actually science means. Yes students, what is science? What is science? The answer to this question is very interesting, and that is the word science has been derived from a Latin word scientia, which means knowledge. That means science is a knowledge. But the question is, what type of knowledge it is? The knowledge gained through observations and experimentations is known as science. What we see is nothing but our observations. For example, does a plant directly grows as a tree? Absolutely no, student. First, we have to sow the seeds, water it daily, take proper care of it. Then after lots of efforts and patience, a plant converts into a tree. So, this is how science tells us about the knowledge through observations and experimentations. As science deals with nature, it is also called natural philosophy. Natural philosophy is nothing but an organized study of nature. So students, what is science is very much clear to you all. For studying science in 8th standard, you will require government publication General Science 8th standard textbook. Let's go through in short what interesting concepts we are going to learn this year. Students, this is your index page of General Science 8th standard textbook. You can see total 19 lessons. So, 9 lessons we will be completing in semester 1 and the other remaining lessons we will be learning in our sem 2. Let's have an overview of each chapter, what we are going to learn in it. The very first lesson is living world and classification of microbes. In this chapter, we will be learning the living world around us. The second lesson is health and diseases. In this lesson, we will be learning about different types of diseases, how they are caused and how to prevent them. The third lesson is force and pressure. From the third lesson, we will be learning about what is force and what is pressure. The fourth one is current, electricity and magnetism. How we deal with the electricity in our day-to-day life will come under the chapter 4, current, electricity and magnetism. The fifth one is inside the atom. In this chapter, we will be learning about the theories of famous scientists. Lesson number 6, composition of matter. This chapter, we will be learning about what is matter, its composition and its states. Lesson 7, metals and non-metals. In this, we will be learning about metals and non-metals, what are their properties, what is a metal and what is a non-metal object. Chapter number 8, will give us the information about what is pollution, its causes, effects, and different types of pollution. Chapter 9, that is disaster management, will let us know about the natural calamities and man made calamities. Lesson 10, cell and cell organelles. We will be learning what is cell, different types of cells, and its organs, that is known as its cell organelles. Chapter number 11 will be the most interesting one because in this we are going to study about ourselves. That is, we are going to learn about our human body and its organ system. Lesson 12 is Introduction to Acid and Base. In this, we will be knowing the difference between acid and base and its main constituents. Lesson number 13, Chemical Change and Chemical Bond. In this chapter, we will be learning the different types of chemical changes which we comes under in everyday life. And also, we will be learning types of chemical changes, that is natural and man-made chemical changes. And also, we will be learning about chemical equations and different types of chemical bonds. Lesson number 14, Measurement and Effects of Heat, will give us the information about what is the difference between heat and temperature, its unit for measurement, and also it will tell us about different sources of heat. Lesson number 15, Sound. In this lesson, we will be learning what is sound and how sound is produced by humans and how various instruments produce sound. Lesson number 16, Reflection of Light. In this chapter, we will be learning how light travels, how light is reflected in different angles. Lesson number 17 will give us the information about various materials used by man to prepare objects, and we will be learning what are man-made materials and natural materials. Lesson number 18, Ecosystems. In this lesson, we shall be learning about interactions between living and non-living components. Lesson number 19 would be very interesting to learn about the life cycle of stars. So students, this was an overview of all lessons which we are going to study in Standard 8th. In our next lecture, we will begin with our study. Thank you so much, children. Goodbye. Have a nice day.